Hello folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. So last time we defeated Quelaag, one of the Daughters of Chaos, and the sister of the Fair Lady, who we see right here. We just met at the end of last episode. We can't really interact with her right now, but I'm hoping that I can get a certain item that I can trade for another certain item so that we can talk to her. It's a bit of a process, and it's a little obscure. It's actually one of the starting gifts, the Old Witch's Ring. If you choose that as your starting gift, you can actually put it on and understand the Fair Lady from the get-go. But we didn't choose that. We wanted the Master Key so we could take that weird shortcut. But here we have the Demon Ruins. This is what lies just below Blighttown, and this is almost to the deepest part of the world, a very hellish, hot, and just generally kind of eerie environment. And I'm not sure if we can see it specifically from this location, but just another really amazing example. These egg bearers won't bother us, these ones up here at least. I'm pretty sure the ones down below will. But what am I looking for? I'm not sure if it's just all these in general, or if there's one particular one, or if I'm just missing it entirely. You can see right there that's where the first Bell of Awakening was that we rang. But somewhere, I'll be able to point it out when we get there, but you can see the Tomb of the Giants. Sorry, I'm stumbling a little there. I lost the name, it wasn't in my head. But yeah, so we see the egg bearers are now kind of encroaching on us. Only these few guys. I'm gonna let them grab me. And we get bit in the head. So doesn't seem that significant, didn't do that much damage, but give it a little while and you'll see. If we kill these guys, they burst into a bunch of maggots. Very unpleasant maggots. These guys are a lot more threatening than even the egg bears that they come from. You can see the kind of deflated egg pouches on his back still. It's kind of gross. Oh, wow. Oh, wow! Oh, that was a pain train. Okay. Sorry. Alright, well, got that back. It saves me feeling bad about if I die right up here, but we actually have another boss coming up right along this way, which is required. You'll see here the rest of this pathway just kind of loops down to that blazing hot magma river that's kind of oozing down from this way. You can see that crescent kind of just ends there, and god, the bloom on the lava is... it's a little painful. It's a little hard on the eyes. And we'll be seeing a lot of that pretty soon. But yeah, this is the Demon Ruins. This is where you'll actually see a lot of creatures that will well, that we've already seen and that we will be seeing even in the Undead Burg. So you see down there, there's kind of this yellowish mist that actually blocks off a doorway. We have to do something very particular to access that area, but scratching my head there. That's endgame content, so... well, partially endgame content. It's, you know, kind of the last third of the game, I guess. Anyways, let's traverse the white light. And we see... no boss encounter yet. It's not too out of the ordinary. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to initiate, but... yeah, we just keep running down this path. There's not really anybody to see, although we did see some strange gnarled tendrils, a little bit similar to Quelaag's spider legs. So, got a little pathway through there. Ooh. That looks like something nasty. Say hello to a big, freaky, spider, oozy lava demon. Ceaseless Discharge. His name escaped me for a moment. You can see he's not altogether hostile. He doesn't seem to even really care that we're here. But he's a bit repulsive. He's got his flesh is kind of melting down his face. Scratching my head again. And what's this over here? This is a bit of a sensitive spot, so we might want to be ready. The gold hemmed set, and that upsets the Ceaseless Discharge. He's unhappy with us. Let's see if I can get through this. Okay. Alright, we're semi-safe. I gotta run like hell. Even still, I don't know how safe I am here. Alright, what's he doing? I think he's going the way I want him to. Okay. Here he comes. Alright, ready? Is that the fire or is that the slam? That's the slam, but he aimed it a little off ways. Okay. Alright, buddy. Hope I'm doing this right. Ooh! I don't think I was. Alright, there's a particular attack that I want him to initiate that leaves his arm kind of vulnerable for us to hit, but that was not the one, so... Okay. Not too big of a deal. Just run back along this way. We can actually drop down right from here. Take a little fall damage, but it's pretty negative. Oh! I'm an egghead. So yeah. That maggot that bit us, this is what happens. About 5 minutes after the fact, that little head scratching animation, that was a hint. We've been infected. Something was growing, and now we are an egghead. And something fun about being an egghead that I can't show you yet, we get a unique kick in a little while, but I'm gonna have to leave this thing on me for quite a bit. I think it absorbs a percentage of your souls, like 20% or something like that. And then after a certain period of time, or maybe it's just time-based, I don't know for sure, honestly. But after some point, it'll grow into a matured egghead. Right now it's kind of these clumps of eggs, but then it kind of consolidates into one single egghead. Hey, buddy. Please be nice. Oh! Well, that's 3,000 souls into humanity. Once more into the fray, and I'm not going to worry about our blood stain there. But there is another way to deal with this boss aside from fighting him head-on. I'd like to show both ways, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So you can kind of see his full body from here. His arms are kind of wrapped around himself, and it's a little freaky. Oh! Okay, I managed to survive that. And there's his arm, actually. One of his arms, anyways. I just want to be able to show this off for you guys. Is that it? That's it. Okay. When he does this, you want to hack away at his arm, and this is pretty much the whole fight. This is another one of those kind of gimmicky puzzle-type bosses. You just wait for him to smash the ground, run back, do damage. Don't even need a shield. Her shield did save us getting in here, but, I mean, beyond that point. This is it, just back and forth. But if I could, I would like to show off, because that's essentially all you do with that. If I can, I want to show off how to deal with him the alternate way, essentially. So, I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. I apologize if I fail horribly. Ooh! No. Oh no! Come on. Ow! Oh. Ah. Okay. I understand why the exploit isn't working right now. Well, not exploit, more of a trick. But the reason why is, from what I read, you have to actually make the dash to the armor set that we're wearing right now for a little extra fire defense. Gotta get that, or get to that point and then run back. We have to have him actively chase us through that whole section. Because if we don't do that, he's just going to spam fire breath on us until we die. So, let's get right to that. And hopefully it'll work. What's he doing there? Not quite sure. Maybe he initiated it right there. I don't know. But let's just get all the way back here for good measure. So he's at his starting point. Sort of. Hey, friend. Oh, you can see, like, kind of these gaps and cavities inside of him. It's eerie. I'm just gonna keep running. And maybe block. Oh! There's his hand, I guess. Ooh! He's angry. Okay. So let's keep running, and hopefully this will work. I kind of delayed a lot there. I want to stay within some range of him, I guess, to make sure I do this right, but we'll see. Oh, his ribcage just looks like spider legs. There's the fire breath. That's not what we want him to do. We don't want him to be spamming the spells. We want him to actually initiate with like a... Oh no. Did I mess it up? I hope I didn't. Because I don't think I've ever successfully done this. Maybe once ever did I do this correctly. And it would be kind of neat if I was able to get it done properly. Is he doing it? Alright, he's got his hand out. Whoop. Oh god. I'm gonna hug the fog wall. Or did he fall? No, he didn't fall. He's chasing us though. Oh shit! Whoa! Hi! Some of this, a little of that. Try that. Okay. How about that? Great. Good time, man. Let's try it again sometime. And we see with the death of the Ceaseless Discharge, all of the magma that was oozing from this section of the Demon Ruins kind of dissipates, leaving a little bit left over. But, oh. And if we look down there, we can see some friends of ours. Some lesser Taurus demons, which we were mentioning, I believe, in the second or third episode. And we still have our Demon's Great Axe, which is what they wield. Still can't wield ours properly. Need some more strength. Which is funny, we've been pouring into almost nothing but strength and vitality, endurance, but yeah, it takes a lot. It takes quite a lot. So yeah, that's actually well, for the most part it's a required boss, but I think there is a way to get across the lava and somehow survive. Because the lava isn't an insta-kill. It does massive amounts of damage to you as you run through it, you know, like every half a second or less, it just kind of ticks away at your life bar. But if you're wearing, you know, very heavily protective armor for fire defense and all that sort of thing, it is possible to get across that without actually killing him. But again, that's kind of getting into exploit territory, so I'm not going to bother with that. But since we have an egghead now, we should go talk to Angi and see what he has to say about that, because if we remember before, when we said we were there to serve the fair lady, he said, but we have no eggs. But didn't seem like he was too concerned. He said, you know, no matter, you can go see her. But now that we have eggs, let's see what he has to say.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
Egg vermifuge. Nice.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
So now, if we check this, he'll now sell us egg vermifuges, which removes parasitic egg from body. We'll be using that as soon as we get the sort of powered up, or the fully transformed egghead. But yeah, so it removes parasitic egg from body. The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the eggs symbolize this selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but are allowed under special circumstances, like our awful head, as he said. And then we also see he's going to sell us some pyromancies for pretty excessive prices. We've got poison mist and toxic mist. I think we got poison mist off of a pyromancer's body in the swamps of Blighttown, but let's take a look at that. Unique pyromancy crafted by Angi, considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp, which I believe is the birthplace of, well, no, maybe not the birthplace of pyromancy, but it's a big place for pyromancers to go to, create poison mist. Angi became an egg-bearing undead who serves a deformed young girl who speaks an unintelligible tongue. And then toxic mist. Another, same thing as before, create intense poison mist. Why was Angi driven from the Great Swamp? One only need cast this pyromancy, a perverse diversion from the art of fire, to find out. So, the game's kind of saying... It was saying before, you know, how much is Angi's respect really worth. I think with the... let's take a look here. The... what was it? Is it in here? No, I think it's under our items somewhere. Yeah, the servant roster. So it says, what is praise from Angi really worth? And I think the reason it's saying that, the game paints him in sort of this almost pathetic light when you see him, but also kind of this dastardly light where he created pyromancies, but the pyromancies he created were kind of dickish. And I think that even ties back into the gameplay where people who cast poison mist to just kind of take down your health, and especially toxic mist, which is just a more intense and nasty version of poison mist, like, you can see why he's hated even at the Great Swamp. Like, that kind of stuff just isn't cool, you know. Lobbing fireballs, that's one thing, but giving a guy toxicity is, like, it's not very nice. Actually, I should actually talk to Angi and see if he has anything new to say, since we've kind of gained his trust now. But yeah, those are the items he sells for now.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need? Worse than undead. We are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the Great Swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelag's orders to the contrary.
So we find out here that there's a lot of selflessness in the Chaos Covenant, which is kind of funny because what they're born from, this chaotic flame of Lost Isolith, they're very sympathetic creatures. Quelaag maybe not so much. I think she was more kind of strong-headed of the two sisters, but Anki says here he swallowed the great blight pus. And I think this applies to a lot of these guys, and I guess essentially poisoned herself to the point of this deathly illness. And so these guys kind of serve her, you know, unconditionally at this point. Or Maybe slightly conditionally. I mean, it looks like he's got his own weight to bear.
Worse than undead.
But that's all he has to say. So, we've learned a little bit more about them now. Haven't heard anything from her, but we've already learned a lot about the Daughters of Chaos, at least these two in particular. And, did we get anything from killing? No. Let's read Quaelag's soul. Okay, so... Once daughter of the Witch of Isolith, but now a chaos demon. Special beings of special souls, and Quaelag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. So, not too much backstory, but something worth checking out nonetheless. Trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, we should check out... Well, let's check out the pyromancy stuff. Robe worn by pyromancers of the Great Swamp, though it appears tattered, it is actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other forces of nature out in the hinterlands where they were driven. So the inhabitants of the Great Swamp were actually driven out from someplace else. And then the robe of the sorcerers who fled to New Londo to seal away the Dark Race, and the four kings who descended into dark. That's the crimson robes, the robes of the sealers. It symbolizes their resolve to keep the seal shut forever and their atonement for all who were sacrificed, but two of the three forsook New Londo upon tiring of their duty. So only one remains actually in New Londo, and we'll be meeting him later. But the other two fled, and we actually found the armor set of one in Blighttown, so that's where he fled to. But yeah, then it says here, the sealers were once known as healers, and the bright crimson was a symbol of that. So they're healers, they're sort of medicinal men, I guess, in a way. And finally, getting to the gold-hemmed set, worn by the witch Quilana of Isolith, mother of pyromancy and daughter of chaos. She wore this gold-hemmed black hood before even the Age of Fire, and it offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. And then, yeah, pretty much the same stuff. Founder of pyromancy, mother of pyromancy. Some minor switches, but usually each piece of an armor set says generally the same thing. Sorry if I missed anything significant, and sorry I'm reading all these things for so much time, but I do wanna shine light on at least a little bit of lore, just as much as the gameplay itself, because I think it's equally important. So yeah, we're heading out from the demon ruins for now. I've taken care of what I want to take care of. We got kind of this nice set going on. It'll protect us a little bit against poison, so we'll just wear it for now in our quest, in our egg-headed quest. But the remainder of this episode, I just want to get to sort of the top or the midsection of Blighttown from the normal path. So we're actually going to be progressing backwards, and you know, we'll explore a little bit of the swamp area as well, because there's quite a bit more to see there. But yeah. So you see here, look at how much longer our poison buildup bar is now, and that's entirely because this cloak that we're wearing is really ramping up our resistance to poison. So it takes us longer to actually feel the effects of it. Get out of here, mosquitoes. I think the mosquitoes actually have a grab attack, or at least they did in Demon Souls. I don't know about here. They might just kind of swat at you and blow poison on you. Gonna do anything? Yeah, they just kind of splat poison on you. Okay. Maybe they do have a grab attack. I know they did in Demon Souls, but those were different mosquitoes. Maybe these guys just... they're not into it. Or at least they're not into it, and I'm not patient enough to wait for them to be into it, so never mind. But, yeah. Just gonna head over here. I'll rest at the bonfire to, charge up our Estus flasks. We'll be needing that. Thank you. Very good. And you know what? I don't feel like losing these 10,000 souls, so... let's see what we've got. Just level up the vitality a little bit more. I think 20 vitality would be serviceable, at least for a little while. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. So, well, we're not even going to be in the swamps too much longer. But it helps. Rusted Iron Ring. Just make things faster. We really don't need to be sloshing around in here for longer than necessary. Yep. Ranged battle. Praise the sun. Gorgeous view. Hope. You see right here, we're actually... I pointed out before we headed down to Blighttown, actually I think before we went to the Northern Undead Asylum on our return trip, but I pointed out this big gnarled tree, and you can barely see the sky from how deep down we are, but this is actually the tree I was pointing out, the big gnarled top to it. This is the base of it, or at least what we think is the base of it. Truth is, it actually goes down even deeper than we can see here. So, this tree sprouts all the way to the top, at least to Undead Berg's height. So sort of into the lower echelon of Lordran. And goes deeper down than Blighttown. So it's a bit of an interesting fact there. There's some significance to that tree. For now, I want to head around behind the tree, and there's some nice goodies for us to get a hold of. Ooh. The first one kind of moved my focus, and the second one tried to go for me from behind. They're clever buggers. These leeches are tactical geniuses. Squad-based leech combat. Unfortunately, they're being really stingy with their drop rate. It might also be another passive effect of having humanity, like soft humanity on you, is that it increases your item drop chance. So since we have 0 right now, also I guess we're hollow. I don't know if being hollow or not factors into that. I don't know if it's just how much soft humanity you have on you or what, but that increases your item drop rate. So that might be why we're not getting very lucky with these leeches. Because I'd really like to have at least a little bit of green Titanite shards. I think there's a set drop, so we don't have to worry too much, but... Oh, I haven't been looking at my health. Gotta fill it back up. What does this message have to say? Imminent poison bug. Yep, these guys will build up poison with their blood spit. That right there that guy shot. Kind of this blackish blood fluid. It's been poisoned by their intestinal systems or stomach acid or whatever. I don't even know. I can't say I know the anatomy of a leech, but especially not a leech of Blighttown. All I know is that they are not fun to deal with. But they do give you some nice stuff. I don't know why they have the green Titanite shards or anything like that. It's a little funny. They've been eating Titanite. They've been eating our upgrade stones, keeping them from us. There you go. Can I get one more 2-for-1? Yeah, I can. Nice. I always try and bump into them because there's always a chance that maybe the sort of shiny representation of an item being available on a corpse. Sometimes because their body is so kind of bulbous, it blocks out that shiny look. But we got at least one green Titanite shard there. Not a single one dropped anything for us. Or, I don't know, did one? We might have gotten like a large Titanite shard from one of them, but no green Titanite shards to my knowledge. Okay, I made it without getting poisoned. That build-up. Ugh. So yeah, we're running up this branch or root into the tree. That message says illusory wall ahead. I'm gonna recommend that. I'm gonna rate that message. Give him a plus rating. He deserves it. Pay heed to that guy. Of all of the fake ones, that one is actually legitimate. So we got the plank shield. This is the starting shield for the God, what's it called? the deprived class, I think. But if we take a look here, makeshift shield built from wood planks provides minimal protection, but at a cost of moderate humiliation. And if we take a look at it here, it is the dinkiest of shields. I have a soft spot for it. I love it. One of my joke characters named Tortoise Man, he's a permanent egg-headed warrior, and he dual wields fire enchanted plank shields. And then for backup, when hitting things with plank shields doesn't work, which is 90% of the time, he has a great club, which we got last episode, I think. So we can actually wield this thing effectively with two hands, so that's kind of nice. You can see at least the two-handed moveset. You can see how slow and how powerful it hits. And here's the strong attack. It's just you heave it from behind and you do a leaping attack. Very nice. And then, yeah, of course we can't really do much with it one-handed. We can do a normal jumping attack, and that's actually a little quicker. There's our jump back. Check out the roll. I really like that attack. That's really great for getting in quickly on enemies, and even in PvP it's good for faking people out if you kind of dodge into them. They go to initiate an attack on you, and then you follow up really quickly and unexpectedly with that. It's tough to do PvP with heavier weapons like that, but, you know, you can still find a way. So right here we have Bonfire. Behind those two illusory walls, it kind of tricks you out twice with that. But I'm not going to go all the way down here, but just to give you an idea, look how deep this thing goes. Like further down than we can really even see from this angle. But needless to say, this tree goes all the way down to the very base of the world. Kind of the foundation of the land itself, which is pretty damn cool. So the reason I'm coming down here, only for just a short amount of time, is a ring. A ring that I am very, very in the mood to get, because it's one of the nicer ones. It's kind of one of my mainstays. I always try and nab at some point. I'm just trying to think how I get to it. Maybe it's down lower. Maybe I have to jump in from above. I don't know, it's been too long. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm not sure this is a good way to get to it. I don't believe it is. Head up a little. Ooh! Ah! Camera went crazy. Aha. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, worst that happens, we die from falling damage. Wish I had the cat ring, actually. Woo! We got it. There you go, Chloranthy ring. So, let's take a look here. This ancient ring engraved with a large green flower is of unknown origin. Hastens the regeneration of stamina. So, boosts stamina recovery speed. Really nice. I like it. Havel's ring, a little more important at any given time, unless you're wearing really light armor, which, honestly, we have some pretty light stuff on right now, but yeah, Chloranthy ring is good. It's good news for us. We like having that. I don't think we're gonna have to deal with too much fire damage, so I'm just gonna go back to the Crimson stuff and the Elite Knight. Give us a little protection. So that's just a little sneak peek at the, is this called the Great Hollow? I think it's called the Great Hollow. I kind of spaced out when the sign showed up. Alright, so like I said, we'll get at least a bit of a ways up through Blighttown, and then we'll cut this episode off. I know I have plenty of, I'm up to 46 minutes recording right now, but I'm probably going to cut a lot of that, because a lot of it was just running back and forth to the Ceaseless Discharge boss room. So, okay. Hop in. Checked everything out over there. I think there might be some stuff down here, unless we already got it. I think we already took care of it. And we'll be back down here anyway, so if there's something we missed, I'm sure we'll be able to nab it. But, nonetheless, I think we got the important stuff. Dear Lord! Oh! Oh, there's a toxic guy. He's spitting darts at us. Oh, this is bad. I might be more to my benefit if I actually fight these guys. Not so much to my benefit if I have to get toxicity on me to do it. But yeah, we'll skip them. We'll skip them. That's okay. There he is. All right. I feel a little bit better about taking these guys on now, so maybe I won't skip them. Come on, mosquito. Hello, boys. That worked out pretty well. I got one stuck on me. Alright, so yeah, this is where you'd first enter the swamp from the normal pathway. And you'll see we go pretty damn far up all these kind of scrapped together plank ladders and floors and walls. It's pretty incredible that this stuff even holds together, honestly. That's the beauty of Blighttown. There's some architectural or I don't know. I guess architectural chaos, but somehow it stays together. I guess just being supported up by the wall there. I don't know. I imagine if this was like a place in real life, this thing would be falling apart. Are you coming up the ladder with us? No, okay. But right there we got the, sorry, I kind of glossed over it. We got the Wanderer set, the starting set, obviously, for the Wanderer class. And I'll take a look at that in just a second. We also got the Falchion along with that, so that's pretty nice. It's a decent curved sword weapon. Kind of the other fundamental curved sword aside from the scimitar. So we're just continuing on through. You see we're kind of coming into a cavern this way. Check this out. Nothing to get here, so we're actually supposed to fall down here from above, and I'll be doing that in just a moment. Gotta climb up this way. And it's a bit of a climb. Lots of ladders. Lots of upward and sort of up and down motion here. So when you get to the the swamp itself, it's almost a bit of a relief because there's so much vertical exploration here, and it's very, you know, nerve-wracking. You're dealing with all this crazy shit. Oh, hello there. This is yet another one of the blighted inhabitants of Blighttown. These guys are nasty. They have a grab attack. I think he's going to do right here. I'll let him do it. And he basically just vomits on you. Just acidity everywhere. Really gross. These guys are really, really gross. Oh, it's one of our buddies. Oh god. I didn't want to dodge that way, but I dodged that way. And I survived, so I won't complain. But that was a little scary. Again, the vertical exploration. The higher up you go, the further down you're gonna fall. In our case. But as you progress through, you almost feel safer, if only because the ground's a little closer to you. Still probably die half the way through, or most of the way through, but yeah, like a fall like this, you're not gonna make that if you fall down straight here. And actually, this connects back to, remember where that chest was, kind of in the base of this large circular room? This leads down to that. You can kind of see the circular, little chamber down there. The reason I just came back here is because I want to drop off very carefully, just very twitchy. Do that, fall down, and we got the whip from this guy. So that's kind of nice. Let's take a look at these two. Let's take a look at the armor set we got, the Wanderer stuff, coat of an aimless traveler, made from sturdy leather and quilting. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. And we've got the hood, offers protection versus wind and rain. It's really just talking practical stuff, not really gameplay stuff, but it's flavor text, you know. It's a good time. And then the whip. Whip is interesting. Whip didn't really come into its own in Dark Souls. It's one of those kind of funny weapon types, like fist weapons. Fist weapons are fun too, and I mean the Dragon Bone Fist is pretty kick-ass as they go, but they're almost sort of a novelty in a way. They're fun to use. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are certain builds that can make these things amazing, but yeah. Leather whip, not intended for battle. Virtually ineffective against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. So it even gives itself a little credit there. If you're fighting like undead hollows with no armor to speak of, it's pretty effective. And actually, does it do bleed? I don't recall if it does bleed or not. Bleed build up, because then in that case, I mean, there it is. Bleed, no bleed, so it doesn't bleed anybody. There's another one, the notched whip, which does, but the normal whip is just kind of, I guess it has a little bit of an advantage, maybe some hidden damage values against unarmored enemies. But issue being, a lot of enemies that we're going to be fighting later on will be armored. Maybe not so much in Blighttown, you know, we're seeing a lot of guys just kind of half nude, but or bugs and that sort of thing. There are a couple, I guess, like, there's some demons later on that appear that are kind of more lightweight, maybe more susceptible to the whip, but I don't know. I'm no expert on the whip. I've never used it that much to know it that well. Let's see if I can get him down here. I'd really rather not fight him up on this footing. Come on. There you go. Their faces are kind of terrifying. They're like these freaky goblins. Lanky, kind of pasty, diseased goblins. I don't have a lot of nice things to say for the residents of Blighttown, do I? I mean, is it entirely... it's not entirely difficult to understand why, maybe. They're pretty mean. They don't want me around here, and maybe I'm encroaching on their home. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Dark Souls is definitely not foreign to making you feel that way. But I don't know, Blighttown is usually just that place where it's like, everybody here is a dick or crazy. So, I won't think too much into it. Oh gosh. Alright, took care of him. That's the important part. He just fell. Still alive though. Can he climb back up? Yes, he can. Alright, so he'll be rejoining us momentarily. Let's head this way. Actually, I don't want to get flanked on both sides, so I'll wait for him. Hi there. Here's your welcoming smacks. He didn't take them very well. Okay. Head on in here. What do we have this way? Oh, missed. Tried to shove me there. There. Takes care of you. And if we head down this ladder... I should have taken a closer look at this guy, but if you go back last episode when we first entered Blighttown, I took a look at this sort of, I called it a virus, but I think it's more of a bacteriophage sort of a creature. You see, it's almost got like this alien, like, H.R. Giger alien, sort of infant look. The face huggers is what I mean. Oh god, hey there. Didn't notice you there. Got the jump on me, that's alright. Okay. No big deal. I hope he didn't have any friends. I don't think he did. Alright, let's take care of this thing. So like I said, if you're hitting it from behind, it's really not going to react to you. It can't really do anything from here because it's just hugging the wall. If you're outside, though, I'm pretty sure it'll smack you either with its body or its tendrils or its arms, something. But killing that clears the way to get the pyromancy power within. And we have another guy. So I guess he did have some friends. I don't know where they're coming from, but they like us, so they're running all this way to see us. Okay, I'm a little lost here. Need just a sec to gather my bearings. Okay, we want to head up this ladder. I think I know where we are now. Kind of did a loop around. And let's head down here. Should be another dart spitter, I think. Yes? No? No? Guess not. Maybe it was actually one of the guys that kept attacking us, one of the guys that got a jump on us earlier. Maybe he saw us from afar and was like, hey, I want some of that booty. Hey! Yeah, that's what these guys do. They shove you and then they follow up with an attack. Luckily they're so slow on it that it's not too big of a problem. See ya! Okay. If we see right here, we got the Eagle Shield. This, I believe, is one of, if not the most light of the Great Shield class. So Great Shield with an eagle design. Lightest and easiest Great Shield to handle. Thank you, game. So that kind of confirms it there. Great Shields are very stable and deflect attacks, but one cannot parry and instead bashes with the shield. So you see how we can parry, riposte with our normal shields? Got that whole thing going on. With Great Shields, you don't have that. Instead you have a shield bash. So they're more sturdy and they block against heavier attacks, so they're good if you want to go more tanky, heavy armor. You know, if you're gonna go heavy, you may as well go all the way and go with Great Shields in addition to the heavy armor, but unless you really like parrying, and I myself, I do like parrying from time to time, so. Oh, here's another thing. You can kick and punch while you're on the ladder. It's your heavy attack for the kick, light attack for the punch, so that's kind of fun. Sometimes can be used to your benefit if there's an enemy above you and you can punch him enough. It'll actually drain his stamina and make him fall off at some point. And if he falls off from a really high location on a really tall ladder, then that can kill him right out. But same can apply to you. So, you know, just because you see a guy, maybe don't be too enthusiastic to approach him. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Excuse me, dog. Sorry, dog. Please don't breathe fire on me, dog. Oh, please don't follow me down here, dog. Dog, stop! Alright. Time to make a trip back up. I should have climbed back up the ladder is what I should have done. Ugh. Oh! Okay. Can I show this off? Yeah. So I did enough, stamina damage to that guy, he just fell right past us. And I guess we're close enough to where we died at this point, so I'll try and rush on through here. Evade these guys. Oh boy. Get up this ladder. Not get hit by him. And I believe our bloodstain's gonna be right up here. Yep. It's not exactly where you died, it's always gonna be like, I think, some 7-8 seconds before. And that's kind of a fail-safe in case you fall off a cliff. I think regardless, it makes sure it doesn't, your bloodstain doesn't end up off the end up off the cliff, like me. At least I got a couple guys to follow after. This is the worst because we're like right before the bonfire. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. What was that? I've never seen that before, I can safely say. Like, shot something with his tail? But I don't think I've ever done Blighttown this way. This is kind of funny. We're literally going through in reverse. It'd almost maybe be fun to do a speed run through it. You know, no fighting anything, just kind of running straight through the correct way to show you guys kind of what it looks like. But we'll have to do a little bit of that coming up here anyways. Oh boy. Alright. Heal up. Dogs. Don't dodge off the cliff this time. Hi there. Let's light this bonfire up. Oh, thank goodness. And now I'll deal with the dogs. And that guy. Okay. Place your dodges very carefully here. Oh. Guys, too much. Too many people. Let's hold off a little bit, maybe. Okay. Oh wow, I barely dodged out of the way of that one. Well, not even dodged, but just barely was out of range of it. Very thankful for that to be so. Are we done? Are we safe? Let's head back. Oh, I really should just rest at the bonfire. But there are possibly some item pickups that I missed, so. No, I think we look pretty good here. I think we got everything. There's stuff over there, but I'm gonna get it next time, so. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. It was a bit of a uphill battle, but we made it, so. Next time, we'll complete the remainder of Blighttown, maybe do a proper run back down, and that'll be that. So, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Whew!